Hey man, big fan. Also your trainer. Me and the guys.
So now you're working with a YouTuber, right?
After realizing that Jake's new coach was his old stablemate, Gervonta wasn't having it.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Me and you ain't never had a bad day up under the sun.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you think.
Stay on your side.
I'm only on this
Okay,
side, but
okay.
guess what? I'm a black man supporting another black man making millions and millions, no matter
not
what you
trying to
think.
hear that.
We over here doing dope shit too, so it's cool to see us
You
aligned and
went
get
from
money.
a Hall of Famer to a YouTuber.
I'ma call him Zach cause he done ran off. Saquon against the Rams, dog. I do this for my grams, dog. Protecting my fam, dog. Keep 100 grand, dog. It's part of the plan, dog. Japanese language, that's why I do not understand, y'all. If I don't lose no toes, I promise I'ma always stand tall. Do not understand, y'all. If I don't lose no toes, I promise I'ma always stand tall. Vibes.
What's going on, YouTube? We back. It's the Uppercut Pod, man. And hey, we have a lot of things to talk about today, man. But we gotta talk about the main thing. But before we get into any of that, my name is Rel Vibes. Rel, if you know me, you know me. Love to talk about boxing, man. Today we got a special guest. We got Big Bro Bub, man. Big fan of the show and someone who helps us out greatly. He's helped us with our intro. He's helped edit a lot of our videos. So we appreciate him a lot, man. How you feeling today, bub?
I'm good. Thanks for having me again. Yeah, the last one we did, it was a blast, so I'm back again.
100%, man. And can't wait to see you more on the channel and see what else we could do. He was also in our vlog that we dropped the other day as well. So maybe we might go to another fighter, something like that, man. What's your actually opinion on that Boots fight? We went to see that, me, you, and Scoop. How do you feel about Boots knockout in Philly? Like, tell me.
Man, it was chaotic. Like the whole time we thinking that the dude could put up like some sort of something, man.
Distance.
Like I couldn't believe he knocked him out in the first round.
First two minute, he was hurt after the first minute, finished him the next minute. Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy seeing it live.
Yeah, that was very unpredictable because we was thinking that he might go the long, like the whole fight, the distance. I know Scoot was thinking the same thing. Y'all was putting some bets in. I'm just like, wow, he really ended them in the first round.
Crazy
Before
fight,
people
man.
could sit down and eat their popcorn, it was over with.
People
And
would
then
just start getting to the building, bro.
exactly. And then some people don't go to the prelims, so they just wasted their bread. But
Yeah.
hey, man,
Me,
that's why
Bub.
that's why it might be a good thing to not be a casual, just so you can
100%.
enjoy the whole experience.
Yeah, and that was my first unboxing event. I think I gotta go to the prelims every time, especially after that and knowing what I know now. People, like you said, we came to watch the first four fights, but people, it literally started to fill up literally 20 minutes before Boots fight, 10, 20 minutes. And literally as soon as they sat down, it's as fast as they got up. So, you don't want to spend your time at an event for only like 20, 30 minutes, man. Go show love to some of the
Yes.
earlier fights, man, if y'all go to a boxing fight. 100%.
Oh yeah, and there was some really good fights. Like we seen people get knocked out. We seen people get knocked down, come back. We seen showboating. Like it was fun. It was fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. But today we have one of the biggest things happening right now, man, and kind of one of the biggest disappointments we have. If you consider it, a lot of people didn't want this fight. We all know what I'm talking about, man. Jake Paul and Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis, their fight has officially been called off. Jake Paul and MVP Promotions, they kind of went on like a tirade, talking about Tank and how he's been unprofessional and hard to work with during these times. And it's just a whole mess of a situation, whole crazy situation. Tell me, what was your initial thoughts when you heard the fight got pulled?
I was disappointed because I really like the closer the fight got, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see it more and more because it was gonna be one of those age old questions like what wins a fight? Is it gonna be the smaller guy with the all the skills in the world who's been boxing since he was 7, 8 years old, or will brute strength win? Like the bigger guy who's not that talented, but he still pack a punch or whatever. So yeah, I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Davy and Goliath, that whole element to it.
Yeah, 100%, man. I was excited about that. Just that element in particular. I wasn't excited that Tank took this fight, and me, like a lot of other people, wish he would have did something else with the end of his year. With that being said, this is a dude who didn't want the Lamont rematch. He's a champion. He holds a belt at 135. He didn't want to defend or defend against any of the top candidates or top contenders, and he didn't want to unify against the Shakur. Obviously, Abdullah and Sam Nooks are gonna fight for a belt in November, but it's some belts that was on the table. Like, do you want to go undisputed? I don't think that's in his plans. I'm not saying you have to, but we just wanted to see Tank start to go against, a little better competition. These, B minus guys, they weren't cutting it no more at this point, and we just want to see the best versus the best as boxing fans. At the end of the day, we all see the talent in a Tank Davis, but as we know, man, things off the court can mess up what you got going on. But also, I think that his team, carefully constructing his career is also a reason why we never see him in some of the bigger fights. What do you think he does next, considering some of the trouble he's in, and maybe his name not being as hot as maybe it once was, maybe last year, like earlier this year?
Okay. I don't think Tank's name will never not be hot as long as he's still in his prime. So that part of it, even Jake Paul, he knew who the money man is in this game. That's why everybody keeps challenging him. Tank, he makes everybody famous. Like the people that he's fighting, even though they might not be the best fighters, after he fights them, they become more famous. So yeah, like Lamont Roach, who was he before this? But now we checking for him. We watch his highlights. We watch his full fights now. Pitbull Cruz, he was a nobody, and now he's like he's always talked about now. Mike Tyson endorses him. He says he fights like him and all this other stuff. Ryan Garcia, he already had the name, but yeah, even that fight, he made the most money in his life. What's other dude name?
Rolly, Barrios, Frank
Rolly,
Martin. Yeah, a lot of
Frank Martin. Like
a lot of
who?
solid dudes.
Yeah, like this dude, he was good, but once he fought Tank, he goes up. That's a fact. Like anybody who fights Tank, their next fight, there's an uptick in the audience.
Absolutely. I agree with that. That's undeniable. He kind of has that, Mike Tyson kind of like anything Mike Tyson did, no matter if it was against a good guy, bad guy, mid guy, that was going to sell tickets. And it was going to be a big fight. Everyone wanted to see it. I definitely agree with you. Tank is kind of this generation's version of that. Even Floyd, everyone wanted to see Floyd, So I definitely agree with you on that. Do we think that we hear a lot of what Tank has been saying, about possibly retirement. Boxing's not his thing as much anymore.
Mm.
He's 30, 31, still basically in the prime of his career. What do we think about that part about Tank? Because I feel like, you know, I want him to continue to fight. Like, I feel like right now, if let's say his career ends right now, he'll go down to me as like one of the biggest what ifs of all time, because I feel
Mm.
like his career really, I'm not gonna say hasn't started, but we haven't seen. He's never been a pound for pound top 10 guy for as much clout as he has. You know what I'm saying? We want to see him fight some of the top 10, top 15 pound for pound guys. We want to see him trying to unify at a certain division. We want to see him become a Ring Magazine champion. A lot of people talk about, becoming a world champion. I do believe it's super hard, but becoming the Ring Magazine champion, that means you are the guy. That means you're the guy who beat the guy in a division. You're the actual king of a weight class. Having a WBO or a WBA, WBC or IBF, that doesn't mean you're necessarily the best at the class or you're the top guy at that class. So many belts now. That's another discussion for another day about like how the belts may have ruined boxing. It's too many champions now, so the guys won't fight each other. But with all that being said, we want to see Tink in some of those like legendary matchups. Mike Tyson, just to compare, he's he was coming up destroying everyone, kind of same thing, knocking out everyone. But we wanted to see him in those fights with Evander, fights with Lennox, fights that truly challenge him and push him to the limits. I feel like even though he may have even lost those, it may have helped his legacy, because at least we could say he fought those dudes. He has a little success in the Holyfield fights. Not really too much in the Lennox, but Lennox is, in my opinion, a top 3 heavyweight of all time. So we knew how that was gonna go. But what can he do next that can make his fan base, his fan base always gonna be there, but maybe just the public view him as like, yo, you're that guy again. Like, we're back on your side. Like, because right now I think he's villain number 1, not only for ducking some of the top guys, but also just getting yourself in trouble and not fighting at all, and not fighting as much as we want to see him.
Let me see. I think the whole deal with Tank is he needs to give Roach that rematch, because
Yes.
we know that wasn't his best performance, and he's a lot better than that. I just feel like he wasn't focused during that fight. The training camp leading up to it, him taking the knee, like him taking that knee just proves to me that he wasn't all the way there, because he's been a professional for how long, and you can't do that. So, like I said, that showed me that he wasn't all the way there. So I think that he returns, fights Lamont, gets him out of there. It ain't gonna be easy. Nothing's easy, especially at this level. But he can get him out of there, I think.
Okay.
And when I say get him out of there, that over 90% knockout rate that he has, like, I think Lamont will be another person on that record. I just think with Tank, he used to know what he wanted to get out of boxing, but now he doesn't. Like, I listen to his interviews and I listen to the way he talks. Like, he doesn't have that fire that he had when he first started fighting.
When he was with Floyd.
Exactly. He doesn't have that anymore, and it could be multiple reasons for that. Like, life comes at you fast. Like, and one thing that I do notice about him when he talks about his fans or like the people in boxing, the whole thing is there's really like no loyalty in it. Like he'll say things like, uh, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Like
Yeah.
those statements, those aren't light to me. Like when I hear people say that, that holds some weight, especially with Tank, because he don't really talk that much. And as a fellow person that when you talk, it has meaning to it. Like I'm sort of the same way. So when he
Mhm.
says things like that, I believe him. So I just think his priorities change.
Nah, yeah, I agree, man. The life thing, like you said, he's like as we all know, we don't want to get too deep into it, but he's fighting some legal battles right now, and that has to play some in what's going on. He's been, in a few legal battles throughout his career, and I'm sure that gets to a point where it could actually, start to affect maybe your boxing, definitely your mental, definitely affect the people that surround you and who wants to be around you. You know what I'm saying? All that, that affects a person, and we can't just act like it doesn't. Um, Tank, to me, man, one of the most entertaining people in boxing. Whether I think he's the best lightweight or not, the entertainment is always there. I love watching his interviews. I think he's super funny. Like, actually,
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, and it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man.
grabbed like three memes from his Jake Paul interview. Like, he was actually having me dying at the press conferences.
Okay, man, big fan. Also your trainer. Me and the guys.
So now you're working with a YouTuber, right?
After realizing that Jake's new coach was his old stablemate, Gervonta wasn't having it.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Me and you ain't never had a bad day up under the sun.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you think.
Stay on your side.
I'm only on this
Okay,
side, but
okay.
guess what? I'm a black man supporting another black man making millions and millions, no matter
not
what
trying
you
to hear
think.
that.
We over here doing dope shit too. So it's cool to see us aligned
You
and
went
get
from
money.
a Hall of Famer to a YouTuber.
So just seeing like Tank in boxing is what we want to see. Like, he's good for the sport. He embodies everything that boxing is, so we miss him, man. We want to see him back in the ring. We want to see him doing good. We want to see him happy. You know what I'm saying? We want to see him all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him talking trash. I want to see him. You want to see him fight Lamont, but it's so many other guys I want to see him fight. Just test yourself, bro. I'm wishing Tank the best of luck moving forward. But lastly, before we get out of here, we got to talk about, they're looking for replacements for this Jake Paul fight. It is going to be short notice because the fight is supposed to be in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be, we heard names like Ryan. We hear names like possibly Canelo. Canelo's hurt. Ryan, Oscar De La Hoya just said he's not fighting him. And, Ryan fights under Oscar, so under Golden Boy. So that's probably not going to happen. Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn said he was down for that fight. That'll be an interesting fight. But maybe Joshua is maybe looking to pick his career up right now, maybe go for an actual fight rather than an exhibition. So it's interesting to see who's going to be the next guy. Even dudes calling him out. Rolly, he talking about, I'll slap Jake Paul. Like, I'll slap Jake Paul before he hop in the ring. That's what Rolly said. So, hey, man, that would be super funny to see a Rolly. But I wonder if he's a big enough name for, like, if Jake Paul would want to fight him. Either way, super interesting. Like, do you have a name you want to see him go against?
Yeah, I have a name, but there's one thing that I don't like about Jake Paul, man. Like, he sees what Tank is going through, and he just started immediately just started bashing him. Like, he said something like, I'm not working with this woman abuser. All this stuff, like, I just feel like that was unnecessary. What was the point of saying that type of stuff and you don't even know the details?
Yeah.
I think we need to let all the details come out. He's innocent until proven guilty. So treat it as such. Like Jake Paul, he just out of pocket, man. There's just some people that I just can't mess with, and he's one of them. I
Yeah.
would love to see somebody like really like put him knock him out. Like that's the reason why we watch Jake Paul fights, is because he makes us so angry that we just want to see him get knocked out. I see that right after Tank the cancellation, he went to Francis. What's his last name?
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, that name. He went to him and he felt as if he was being disrespected, because how you going to go from wanting to fight a 135 pounder in Tank to go all the way up to heavyweight to fight this monster? I would like to see Jake getting. He would have definitely knocked out Jake.
Yeah.
If anybody could do it, it was definitely him. But yeah, the whole Tank situation, we wanna see him fight. We want to see him do good. Jake, the replacements. I seen so many people starting to call him out. Rolly called him out. The dude from Philly, the one that was in Creed, what was his name? Rosario.
Rosario, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rosado. Nate Diaz calling them out.
Yeah.
Even Berlanga is calling them out.
Oof.
Do you think Berlanga could do something with him?
Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing. Fucking Jake.
Berlanga is something else, man. I think of Berlanga as like one of those fringe contenders. I don't know if I actually see him as like a real elite fighter. I will hope that's way closer in like weight discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like he could get way closer, like, because they set a limit to 195. I think for the Tank fight for Jake Paul. Edgar probably walks around when he's not fighting at like 180, 190. So
He might be bigger than that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he probably is a guy who is similar in size to a Jake Paul. So that would definitely be way more fair. I feel like Edgar, he fights at 168, 160-ish. So he could definitely compete a way. I'm not going to say like more than a Tank, but like he'll at least be there in stature. You know what I'm saying? Like, it won't be like that David Goliath kind of thing he was looking for.
Right. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Jake Paul, man. I don't know. All I know is I'll put him on for him, man. I'll put him on for him. I'll put him on for him, man.
I'm sure you can't turn
He
down.
he need to go check that Wii Sports record that I had, man. And boxing, man, I'm a legend on that thing.
Nah, I remember a little bit. You was kind of crazy growing up. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a little 40 mil in your pocket just to take on an exhibition fight.
I got a question for you. Would you take a dive in the Jake Paul fight?
Would I take a dive? Wow, that's life-changing money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could probably get mom a new house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and consider I'm not a professional. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we got nothing to lose, man.
Yeah, literally,
we got nothing to lose, everything to gain.
If I could, let me get that Mike Tyson contract. I can't throw as much. You really only jabbing me because I don't think he was trying to stop Mike. I don't think he was trying to stop it. So if you give me that, like, all right, you just win a 10-0 unanimous decision, 8-0, however many rounds it is. You jab my face off a little bit, but you're not really trying to take me out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do that.
And if he leaves you like Nate Robinson,
Oh
Like,
man,
yeah, you got the money, but you can't walk around the hood no more. It's like, no, you can't show your face around campus.
Nate
But hey,
is,
you riding around in
yeah,
a
yeah, heck yeah. I think that Nate situation was because that's before Jake was like Jake is Jake Paul. Like he was still trying to
yeah,
become a name. Like Nate, he actually thought he could win that, and he thought like Nate was like, Jake was just like that YouTuber, some white
yeah.
kid. This should be free. I at least got some respect for Jake. Like you've been doing that at least for like 7 years now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When Nate did it out there, I was only like his second, third year fighting. So Nate was like, "What? Jake Paul? I'm not to cook this dude. Like that's free. I can't go into a fight like that. Like I'm smarter than that." Nate didn't know what he was getting himself into. You can tell Nate didn't practice too much. He ain't
Nah,
trained hard. You know, Nate thought this was
he
just
didn't
his
even look fluid.
He's not a natural fighter. And we know
Nah.
boxing isn't easy. You know, these
Mm-mm.
boxers make it look easy. But as we all know, boxing is not easy. So I got a lot of respect for boxers, and I somewhat got respect for Jake a little bit. I got to.
Oh yeah, with that, I definitely would give him his credit. Just the fact that he's only been boxing for like 4 or 5 years, and he's made a name for himself. And if you watch his fights, he got a little bit of skill. Like he takes it serious. When he needs to make weight, he makes the weight. Like I respect that part of it, but some of the other things that he does, I just can't get with.
Yeah,
And
oh yeah, my bad to cut you off. He's always been a troll. I mean, you know, he is a YouTuber turned boxer. I'll never forget. Like I was watching him. I can't lie. I was watching him when I was in my teens and middle school. He used to be on Disney Channel. Like this dude literally this Disney Channel YouTube MVP. He's he's a promoter and fighter. Like I ain't gonna lie, he's figured out a way to always stay relevant, always be able to make good money. So I always respect that as well. Great businessman. And then he's got the woman. He's giving the women bigger names in boxing as well, giving them that platform to fight on his card. So I respect him, man. I respect it.
I got you. It's respect. It's respect.
Yeah, this is a great episode again, though. Love talking boxing, man. I love to hear y'all opinions. Let me know in the comments, what you think about Jake. Let me know what you think about Tank, what he should do next, what Jake should do next, who he should fight. Let me know if there's any guests you want more on the pod. We're definitely gonna have Bub on for more pods, 100%. It was a really good time having you on here, man. We're on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about our channel. Anything else you guys say, Bub?
I like that. Tell a friend, tell a friend. But no, I just appreciate you for challenging me for doing this. Like this is something way out of my comfort zone. I said it the last episode, but I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get better in certain areas in life. So I'm gonna continue challenging you. You do the same to me, bro.
100%, man. That's what it's all about. That's how we get better. And we about to get out of here, man. Another great episode in the books. We out.
Vibes.